Hello, 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 hello. We may need to scoot over a little bit. A little teeny tiny bit. We almost nailed the setup. Awesome.
But no cigar.
No, we got plenty of cigar. We got plenty of cigar. Make no mistake about it. Well, I mean,
I like my lungs. I don't know about you.
all right, fine. Anyway, hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning into Showcase for the week ending Saturday, April 19, 2025. We have a bunch of stuff to get to today. We have weird news headlines, dad joke of the day, and of course the main attraction here, which is more with Batman Arkham Knight. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so welcome. Thanks so much for watching Showcase for the week ending Saturday, April 19, 2025. My name is Don, and with me today are
Stat and Isaiah.
All right. And are we doing all right? We doing all right? We ready ready for some weird news headlines, which I think is the first order of business?
No, I'm not ready for it.
Why aren't you ready?
The last two
Into the mic.
last 2 weeks have had me shook. And I don't know if I can handle the same level of tomfoolery and nonsense again.
Tomfoolery and nonsense.
You might find something you like this week.
What was up with you last week in Pest?
What can I say? That was the biggest news that happened that week.
Why were you focused on Pest? Every single one was about some type of pest.
That's when they come out in the spring.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started with the with the first order.
What can I say?
Okay, yes, roach milk was a thing. That was, I think, one of the weird news topics that we were talking about last week. I know you're still scarred from that. Well, let's see what we can scar Isaiah with this week, shall we? With a special segment, weird news. All right, so let's go ahead and start this one first. Loch Ness monster hunter catches 2 monsters in mating dance. Footage appears to show the Loch Ness monster in a mating dance as he looks for love with another mysterious inhabitant of the watery abode, or so claims monster hunter Eoin O'Faudigain?
I think the game audio is playing right now.
O'Faudigain. Oh, well, yeah, hang on. I guess we'll just do that for now. Who spotted the 2 captivating shapes while watching Loch Ness via webcam. By the way, apologies if I mispronounced that name. I don't know. It's the best I can do right now. On close examination of the footage, there are actually 2 creatures breaking the surface. The first disturbance that rose up out of the water was of smaller height and also not as long as the second. Where's the... I'm not sure that we can... Oh, this is a YouTube video. Okay, we can't really... Oh, wait, no, this isn't YouTube. This is a built-in thing. But we don't want to get hit by, like, ads and stuff like that. But this is covered by the Mirror, mirror.co.uk. We can go ahead and put a link in the comments, actually. Let me try and just do that and see if I can throw that into the feed for people to be able to work with. There we go. And that just went to every feed. Well, almost every feed. Shoot. Yep, there it is. Okay, so that's the link for this. It's in the comment feed on all the platforms. See, there we go. We're improving a little bit. We're improving. We're getting there. One step at a time. But so Loch Ness monsters. Let's just start there, I guess. Do we? Where are we on the existence of Lapras in the IRL?
Like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't exist, but it's probably not what we think it is. It's probably just an oversized variation or a species that hasn't been documented yet. That's probably all it really is.
Okay.
I don't understand the obsession with searching for it. I understand the scientific study of animals for like the purpose of like knowing what's on the earth, but like I don't understand like, oh, the Loch Ness monster. We have to find the Loch Ness monster. It makes no sense to me. I don't.
Staff, do you agree?
Yeah, like, as a researcher, personally, I think it's a type of sturgeon that they're seeing. It's like a big freshwater fish.
That's
like,
a very big fish, if that's the case.
Yeah, they can get like 18, 20 feet sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And because most cryptids, they're just mostly, they're either exaggerations or misinterpretations. Like people say they see like Bigfoot. Usually it's usually like a bear or something. It's like, especially when you see it in the dark or when you see it far away, it's like your mind tends to twist things. Because I think if something like the Loch Ness monster will exist, and if there was a whole like species of them there,
Mhm.
we would have found them by now. Because when you think about it, some animals like dinosaurs and things, we found like their fossils from millions of years ago, but we haven't found any single remains from a Loch Ness monster yet.
Well, to be fair, there's also like what is it? 80% of the ocean that we haven't actually.
Oh, see, for that though,
yeah, that's a really crazy
yeah, but
statistic.
here's the thing about that though, with the ocean, like in the middle of the ocean, when you get down at the bottom, most of it's just like barren. It's just like flat surface, and most animals usually don't live there.
Yeah, but like you were talking about remains. So if something died, and we don't know if these bodies of water are actually connected to the ocean, or if it is something as Loch Ness, if it has access to getting to the ocean, and if it dies there.
Also, just because you have like way deep unexplored waters doesn't necessarily mean that there's nothing down there at the bottom. I'm pretty sure if you go far enough down into the bottom of the sea, there's going to be a special like subterranean island where there's Nicole Kidman doing some fishing and stuff like that. Yeah.
All right. I was with him until he started that. He had me in the first
I
half.
had to do the reference. I had to.
You had me in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And then you lost.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's like when you get to the bottom of the ocean, it's like most of the things that live there are like the hagfish and like those deep water fish, like the cleaner animals, like deep sea crabs and octopuses and things like that, where it's like scavengers essentially. That's like they essentially like live off of like whale carcasses, like when they sink to the bottom and they make an ecosystem. That's usually what's down there, and, like sponges and things like that. It's not like some giant like sea monster or Leviathan.
You ever been down there?
I mean, no. Let Robert Irwin over here cook. Let him cook.
It's like I mean, sometimes you'll get some deep water giant animals like giant squids and like Greenland sharks and sleeper sharks, but it's not to the degree like you would see in a movie. Like there's no like.
Well, you have to think in like the regular ecosystems, like the normal size ecosystems. Squid are not the apex. There's something that hunts them that keeps them biologically in check.
I know.
And so if there's a giant squid, there has to be something that eats the giant squid.
Food chain.
I mean, but it's not till like, but they have certain depths that they go. Like sperm whales, they can dive deep, but it's not like to like.
We have other topics we need to get to, unfortunately, and then the game. So those of you at home, do you believe in the Loch Ness monster? What do you think is down in the deep, dark depths of the Marianas Trench? and like, well, all right, maybe that's not where the Loch Ness monster actually is. Like, allegedly, supposedly.
They might have migratory patterns that we don't know about.
Anyway, shoot us a comment in the chat feed below if you're watching along on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Kick, and we can try and put your comments live on air, basically. So let's go ahead and move on to the next item on the docket, which is from the BBC. Scientists find... Oh, wait, hold on a second. Sorry. Let me go ahead and put this back up on the main screen. There we go. Scientists find strongest evidence yet of life on distant planet.
So I think I have heard of that one. It's a planet orbiting the next closest star, which is Alpha Centauri.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of the planet. I don't remember.
It's like KV something.
It's not Ego, right?
No.
I watch too many superhero movies. That's what's happening here.
There it is right there. K2/18B.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like something Elon would name one of his kids. Sorry, it was right there. I mean, sorry. Anyway, scientists have found new but tentative evidence that a faraway world orbiting another star may be home to life. A Cambridge team studying the atmosphere of a planet called K2-18b has detected signs of molecules which on Earth are only produced by simple organisms. This is the second and more promising time chemicals associated with life have been detected in the planet's atmosphere by NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, but the team and independent astronomers stress that more data is needed to confirm these results. The lead researcher hopes to obtain the clinching evidence soon. Professor Niku Madhusudan, apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong, said, quote, "This is the strongest evidence yet there is possibly life out there. I can realistically say that we can confirm this signal within 1 or 2 years," end quote. All right, so first contact, where are we at on the existence of extraterrestrial life out there?
Again, the likelihood of it existing is more likely than not.
Okay.
But,
Project into the microphone, by the way. Sorry.
Like, I don't agree with the active pursuit of communicating with them.
Why don't you?
Because this could go either one of two ways. Either they're more advanced than us and they've already discovered us and have chosen not to communicate with us, or we're more advanced than them, and us interacting and communicating with them could impact their society in a significant enough way to change
Cultural contamination.
Yeah, change what or who they are.
Yeah, because I remember that was a big issue in Star Trek. Like
The Prime Directive.
Yeah, it's like if they went to certain planets that were less advanced than them, they would like dress primarily to like when they went exploring the planets, they would like dress like the people, so like to fit in more. But it's like they wouldn't expose them to any of their technology, like their teleportation or their phasers or things like that, because it would like contaminate their culture since they're exposed to more advanced things.
And a lot of times, like what in the past, things that were just science and math, advanced science and math, were often perceived as witchcraft or godhood. And so you run the risk of, if they are more primitive and to a point where they can't even comprehend what it is that we're doing, they would view us as deities, and that's a whole nother problem.
Yeah, because that did happen in Star Trek. It's like they teleported one of the primitive people to the Enterprise, and they thought Picard. They thought he was a god. Like they called him the Picard. I'm serious. That happened in one episode.
Wow.
And I think
nerd.
Yeah.
No.
So I think he had to get injured. I think he got shot or something. But something happened. He got injured, and they found he was mortal. So that's what kind of like turned him around.
Oof. Oh. Spoiler alert for a 30-year-old show. Episode, I guess. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, but back to what you were saying earlier about there being life on other planets. Like
yes, and then we got to move on.
Yeah, personally, there's no way Earth is the only planet with life on it. Like in theory, there's probably thousands, if not millions, of planets with life on them. But it's just they're so far away, we probably won't be able to interact with them, because scientists believe that like Mars and one of Jupiter's moons, like they either had life or have life on it, because they recently sent a probe up to Jupiter's moon. I forgot which one, but it's to study like this underground ocean to see if there's life on it. Like they sent it there a couple months ago to like study it.
I'm curious to see if there's alien life out there. Like I don't know if it actually would be like to the benefit of humans, and like necessarily like if humans would necessarily I don't know how to handle that kind of an existential challenge.
What is humanity's history with discovering new places?
So I'm trying to gently allude to that. Well, first of all, we're the ones being discovered. If they were to come to us, we're the ones being discovered.
Yes.
What this article is talking about is basically the other way around, where we're seeking them out. So I get it, but then it's like, the reality of interstellar travel isn't really like it's just not financially or situationally conducive to that, really. I mean, it worked out for Matthew McConaughey, but I don't know if
Yeah. Real quick, one last thing though. I'll just say, either way you look at it, both thoughts are kind of scary. Like either humanity is alone, or there's other places out there with life on them. Like either that is. It sends a chills when you think about it.
It really does. It really does. Well, what about you at home? Do you believe aliens exist? Would you want to meet one? Are you apprehensive about meeting one yourself or having them come to you? I don't know. Shoot us a note in the comments, and we'll see if we can bring it up on screen for you. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next item on the docket, which is from the Associated Press. How do I get this out of here? Here we go. Elephants at San Diego Safari Park huddled to protect calves during earthquake. I think I heard about this earthquake recently. Let's see. As the ground shook from a 5.2 magnitude earthquake, a herd of elephants at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park sprung into action to protect their young. A video shot of their enclosure at the park Monday morning shows the 5 African elephants standing around in the morning sun before the camera shakes, and they run in different directions. Then the older elephants, Ndulula, Mgani, and Kosi, I hope I'm pronouncing those correctly, scramble to encircle and shield the 2 7-year-old calves, Zuli and Makaya, from any possible threats. They remain huddled for several minutes as the older elephants look outward, appearing to be at the ready, their ears spread and flapping, even after the rocking stopped. The quake was felt from San Diego to Los Angeles, 120 miles away. It sent boulders tumbling onto rural roads in San Diego County and knocked items off store shelves in the tiny mountain town of Julian, near the epicenter, but caused no injuries or major damage.
When was this?
This was this article. Hold on a second. Here we go. So this article was posted 5 days ago,
Oh,
or at least was updated 5 days ago.
okay.
So there's that. But the earthquake in question, yeah, same day it looks like. Shook Southern California Monday morning. 10 a.m. local time. Yeah, this is gonna be. I wonder if we can actually. Nope. We're not doing ads. Shut up. But yeah. So it's a mess when this sort of natural phenomenon happens, and animals are sort of caught in the crossfire. Basically, they're the most naturally equipped to sort of deal with it. In theory, basically, because elements of nature like that. But that's very scary. And California, Lord knows, has seen its fair share of natural disasters.
Yeah, isn't it on a fault line?
The San Andreas fault and several other faults. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess.
In terms of natural disasters, California is like the worst place to be at because they get the earthquakes, they get the forest fires,
Mhm.
Yeah.
they can get tsunamis,
Mm-hmm.
they can get typhoons. So it's like everything's an option for them.
Yeah.
Whereas here, the last earthquake we had was like 10 years ago at this point, and it was like a magnitude 2 at the highest. I think.
I honestly don't remember. If we had more time, we could probably look that up. But we do need to move
like
on.
in 2011 or 12, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and move on really quickly to the last one here, if I can get this out of the way. Scientists say they have resurrected the dire wolf. I actually read something about this earlier in the week. The first new dire wolf cubs born in over 12,000 years. What in the Jurassic Park are we doing? A species of wolf that died out some 12 millennia ago lives again as the world's first successfully de-extincted animal. Colossal scientists have created what does that mean? Colossal scientists, like they're exceptionally physically large. What does that mean? What is a colossal? Have created 3 dire wolf pups by using ancient DNA cloning and gene editing technology to alter the genes of a gray wolf, the prehistoric dire wolf's closest living relative. The result is essentially a hybrid species similar in appearance to its extinct forerunner. So this never backfires. Good thing we haven't had 6 whole movies with a 7th on the way, detailing in excruciating detail what can go wrong with resurrecting animal species.
I feel like nature did its course for a reason. I feel like sometimes some things are not necessary. Like we still have wolves. So that means that this could have been an evolutionary reason.
Well, all I know is that life finds a way. No, I was going to do that. I was going to do that by myself. Darn it, and you ruined it. Ruined the reference. All right, whatever. Staff, where are you at on resurrecting extinct species? And then we can move on.
2 things. Number 1, that's not entirely true. Like, they did resurrect one thing before.
Mhm.
It was in the late 2000s. It was a goat, like a recently extinct species of European goat. And they managed to bring one back to life. Like, they cloned it back to life, but only lived for like maybe 7 minutes or something like that. And as for bringing them back, you gotta remember, like, the environments back then were different than what they are now. So it's like, what are they supposed to do? Like, how are they supposed to live? Like, what are they supposed to eat? Like, how are they supposed to readjust to the new environments? They were built for a different time.
Food source. That's what I'm saying. Nature did its course. They died out.
It's like you have to retrain. Like, you basically have to train them to eat new stuff now. Like stuff they weren't designed to eat.
It's like how crocodiles and alligators. They don't actually have besides humans, they have no natural predators.
Okay.
And they don't die from old age. They just keep getting bigger. The only reason that they end up dying is because they run out of food. Like they keep growing in size, so the amount of food that they need to intake, they can't get. And so that's how they end up dying.
Natural selection.
Yeah. So it's along the same lines of some animals, some species go extinct because their food sources are gone. They're not going to be able to succeed in the environment anymore because what they relied on is not there.
That makes sense. Tragic, but makes sense.
Yeah,
Which then begs the question of, like, what are we letting? If we as a species, as humans, have the capacity to do something about it, especially if we had a hand in that extinction moment, like through deforestation or building a hydroelectric dam or whatever, like, is there a responsibility that we have then to undo our own implicit handiwork, especially given what could be the case as far as natural cures, remedies for things. There's a lot to be said for things like Alzheimer's research, cancer cure research, and stuff like that, basically, that the natural kingdom offered, past tense, and it's like, that's the end of that chapter if we did nothing about it. So it's a double-edged sword kind of situation, as far as like, well, not a double-edged sword, but it's just it's a question of, does the risk outweigh the reward with that kind of research, I guess. But what do you guys think at home? Is this a good thing, resurrecting animals for like scientific and ecological recovery benefits? Drop us a comment and we'll see where the community stands on that.
Just please no apex predators.
Yeah, no. Let's leave.
Let's leave the megalodon dead.
Leave the megalodon dead. There you go. the meg is gone. We can function.
We don't. That's not necessary. He's not necessary.
Yeah.
I said woolly mammoths coming next.
That's not necessary either. Their biomes are not there. The Ice Age is gone.
Okay. Calm down. Woosah, Isaiah. Woosah. Anyway, so that's going to be the end of weird news for this week. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions for special topics that we can discuss on air, or weird news, other weird news sections like that aren't religious or political in nature, drop us a comment on our website, the Linktree page that should have been scrolling at the bottom of the screen all along. There we go. There it is. And we just might show it on air next time. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and set up for the next segment, which is going to be here it is. Station. All right. So now we're going to get ready to do the big game. We're now in the Controller Freak section of Weekend Showcase, which features Batman Arkham Knight, sort of picking up from where we left off last time. But before we do, we have to give a special shout out to our good friends at SKST Studios in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Isaiah?
If you or someone you know in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia is interested in content creation, give them a shout out or hit them up at skstradio.com. They'll be more than happy to help you grow your brand and get some experience.
Yep, that's skstradio.com, or you can check the link down below in the description if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. In the meantime, let's go ahead and use this next period here to see what we can do with. We may have to reposition these cameras a little bit. Whoops, sorry. Dagnabbit. There's one, and go ahead and move the other one a little bit closer. We're gonna have to like adjust these cameras a little bit on the fly here. Go ahead. And there's that. And here is the game, because we still don't have our shortcut set up yet. Say again?
Can you scroll up?
Yeah. No, it's going to be...
Yeah, fix that one.
Yeah. Working on it.
It's...
There we go. You got it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and like set up the menus here while you guys finalize that. So, all right, we have Arkham Knight here, and we had left off with a bunch of Arkham challenges, basically combat challenges, which you had never played before, Isaiah. You've never played this game before last week.
Nope. And
this is now basically week 2 of this game. And I guess which room do we want to try here?
Surprise me.
Surprise you.
I'm going to struggle either way.
Well, let's see. It doesn't seem like we have anything on the docket for this particular thing. Flawless. I guess let's try that.
You want me to do a mission flawless?
No. That's just the name of it. I think that's just the name of it. They don't actually expect you to do that way.
Some games do.
It's just a scoring thing. That's basically all that is. I think. Can this work? Darn it. There we go. That works. Okay. So remember you had so X is I have to use PlayStation terminology for you, I guess. So you had X is strike, right? Y is counter.
What just happened?
Oh, that's right. You got to keep going. You got to keep one continuous combo going, I guess, until you get hit by something. That must be what they mean by flawless.
Did I get hit?
No, I think the combat chain broke.
So this is like a beat 'em up.
Basically, yeah. It's basically you have to use this free-flowing combat system. Yeah, that's that. Maybe
I don't think I should do this.
Okay, all right, no problem. We'll fix it. No problem. Let's try going to another thing really quickly.
Especially since I don't remember the controls.
Okay, yeah, it's all right. Oh, I have an idea. Let's try this one again where we sort of switch back and forth. Remember that?
Okay.
Are we comfortable with that one?
Yeah, we could do that. I don't remember the controls.
I'm gonna walk you through it as I do it, and then by the time I pass it to you, like we could be able to work with that.
I remember X.
Steph, what's happening with that camera, by the way?
What are you talking about?
It's all on your face. It's like all
extreme close up.
I can't see.
Put that over to. Oh, yeah, you gotta position it a little bit. Yeah, that can work. Whoops. Yeah, don't worry about that. Actually, let me try something really quick to sort of like clean up the presentation here, because I'm just noticing we're not even really looking in the right direction here. That's a little bit sad, but whatever, it's okay. There we go. All right, so now we're at least looking in the right direction when we do this. Okay, so let's try this thing here. So this is what, the game up here? Oh, you mean the monitor? Yeah, that's down here. There you go.
So like, I want to say I warned you guys that I was gonna get cooked.
Okay, so I'm starting off as Batman here, and when I pass the controller to Isaiah, he's going to be switching over for Robin's gameplay section. And there we go. Oh, come on. That didn't work. Oh, well. That was weird. Come on. There we go. So it's so X or square for strike, Y or triangle for this move, the counter.
The counter?
Yeah.
Okay.
When somebody comes at you with like blue.
Counter.
Yeah.
Counter. Okay.
B for like distraction.
Okay.
And A for like this somersault move. So, and for these shield guys, it's B and then A twice to get rid of them like that. Oh, one of these guys wasn't around. I had a combo meter charged up and I was nowhere near anybody else to be able to use that. That was terrible. Whatever. There you go. Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, AI's got that, I guess. Well, maybe not. Whatever, it's fine. It is what it is. So, and there are these special combat moves that you can trigger with left bumper, right bumper simultaneously that switches over to Robin, and that's when I pass the controller to you, and it's the exact same control scheme.
I remember that part.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ah, darn it. These big guys have to be comboed. There we go. And there we go. Switching over. Okay, so now Isaiah's playing as Robin here with basically the same control scheme. That's nice. Yeah, I think everybody's clear. You gotta like find a way to get the right rhythm going. I know it's really hard to do when we're like sort of doing this flowing conversation thing happening here. Yeah, it's BAA when you've got the shield guys. There we go. I guess the timing was a little bit off there.
Which Robin is it?
Supposedly in the game, this is supposed to be Tim Drake. That's Tim Drake. Yeah. And now this guy. Left trigger, by the way, fires off batarangs. Oh, there you go. You got the finishing move there. I don't remember if it starts you off with the last character you played as or if it defaults to Batman.
The last character.
Okay. There you go. So remember, when you want to switch it back over to me, it's going to be left bumper, right bumper at the same time. Once you have this circular, when you have that charged up. You gotta like hit Y multiple times as each yellow lightning bolt strike.
Here you go.
Okay. So now I'm in the driver's seat here. And there's all 3 dodges there. And take a seat. Come on.
Get shot.
And disabled weapon. Thank you. And get ready. I'm about to switch over to you again.
Okay.
Now. Kind of broke the chain. I tried to give you advance notice, but it's okay. I know. You're getting used to it. We'll get you there. We'll get you there. We got 2 stars here in the combat ratings. We're nowhere near 50,000 here because like the free flow is like it's not building up the combo chain quite right. But we definitely got 1 high score. There's 1 more round, I think. Here we go. There you go. There you go. Almost. You almost
near him.
Yeah, so the hitboxes are really tragically generous with this game sometimes, especially with the knife and sword guys. Goodness.
Okay, game.
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ow, 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 ow. Whoa, whoa. Switch over, switch over, switch over. This is getting out of hand. Okay, okay. All right, I'm going to try this.
You can't dodge the gun, can you?
Well, there we go. All right, so that guy's down. There we go. Ah, almost nailed that. Oh well. That one's on me that time. So let's see, what do we have here for the? It didn't show the. Wow, it didn't even complete. I guess we need to actually like finish it all the way through to the end. Dag nabbit. All right, all right. Thoughts on this? You want to try this, Steph?
Yeah, I'll let y'all have this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Look, man, we're in the same boat. I don't know what I'm doing.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, this is definitely one of those games where like you kind of need to get used to the flow of things in order to really kind of be used to it and be impressive at it. So I don't blame y'all, quite frankly. The real trick, I think, with these kind of free-flowing combat exercises is making sure that you're generating combos quickly, so that you're able to have these things charged up to be able to deal with the weapons that they try to hit you with.
You have to have stuff charged up to deal with the weapons?
Yes, when the combo meter in the upper left corner is when that number is yellow, that means that you have yeah, exactly. That means you have a thing set up to be able to do that with. There we go. That guy needs to be closer so I can. Nope. Nope. Darn it. Hang on. I did it wrong. There it goes. You have to be like within a certain range when you do the back claw to the enemy's face so that you can run up and clothesline him for the finishing move.
Okay.
So yeah, and it's really, really technical. I'll be honest, I am terrible when it comes to incorporating the back gadgets. Like it's really frustrating, unfortunately, but you can do a lot of really impressive and amazing things once you have that side of the combat mechanic mastered. Oh, come on. These big guys are nice, are like really, really nice at setting up combos. Dagnabbit. There we go. Now I can disarm that. One other thing. I forgot to mention last time that apparently, oh, here we go. Apparently, Batman's the only one that can actually do the disarm move.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is, but whatever, I guess. Oh, brother. Whatever. Trying to get rid of the big guys and some of the more complex weapons here before I switch back over. Oh, shoot. Nope, that didn't work. This isn't working. Come on. Come on.
The combat in this reminds me of the Spider-Man and Miles Morales Spider-Man games.
Yes, yeah. I could definitely see that.
I was thinking that it has a similar like graphic build to it too.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me try this. So I'm trying to remember like how to get these things disarmed if you don't have a charged up combo thing to deal with it. There it is. Okay. Nope. All right. Whatever. I'm gonna give you the whole thing once we get out of this because this is taking too much time. Then that's gonna be the last guy for this section.
There's two.
Oh. Okay. Well, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Nope. Come on. Just to get it over with.
Mm-hmm.
It always does that like super slow motion close in camera like right at the end of it. Okay, so there we go. Got rid of that gun. Come on. Okay. Switching over. Try and keep it going. Yeah, you gotta like get the timing straight. When you see those yellow lightning bolts come up, it's really tricky to get the timing of that right for the game to really properly recognize the dodges. Left trigger Y in the direction of whoever's shooting to use the grappler to try to like disarm the guys who are shooting at you.
You know, I'm just thinking, like, in my mind, I'm just picturing the Adam West Batman, and every time you hit splash,
Pow! Bam! Biff! Zonk! Ow! Actually, ow! I think I hit my funny bone right then just now.
That sounded phenomenal.
Remember, it's L1, R1 at the same time to switch back over. Okay. And let's do this. There's that takedown move. And complete and total physics violation, really, when you think about it, but whatever.
His head's in a box.
I mean,
He put his head in a box. I don't know what
that henchman go down the hole.
I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. So it kicked my head into a box.
Oof. Yeah, that's a no bueno kind of situation right there, man. Ah, shoot! Come on. Do that there. Whatever, it's fine. And got rid of that electric thing. Thank you. Ah, nope.
You just lost it. No, you were doing so well.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
gun behind you.
Mm-mm. Goodbye. Come on. Ah, stupid. The one good thing I will say is that like the system that you use to stun people is very generous when it comes to. Oh shoot, that was close. Is very generous when it comes to the the hitboxes with the charging enemies. You don't need to really stress so much about the timing of it. If somebody's charging at you with the red lightning bolts above their heads, those are the unblockable attacks. There it is. Ooh, that was close. That guy almost shot me right there.
Yeah.
I think these are a little bit more manageable. You ready to take over?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. There we go. Ah, shoot. There's still one gun left. I missed that one. There you go. I can hear that button tapping. You're just like dodging and hitting, dodging and hitting, dodging and hitting, dodging and hitting. Blammo.
Hey, we're doing better than we did last time.
Yeah, that's an improvement. That's a marker. That's a demonstrable improvement there.
Oh, we're done.
Almost. Yeah, we had to hit 50K. It's too much of the flow mechanic getting interrupted, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is the best score that we've gotten on here. So yeah.
Hey, we're fifth.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's try a different one. Oh, hang on. Where is
Top 5 Iron Man body? A to return the menu.
Nope. Where the heck?
You
It
started
didn't work.
again.
Yeah, that was weird. Oh well.
That means you press B.
I did. I
You're
mean,
supposed
no.
to-
I hit Y for the. Never mind. Okay. Let's see. I guess I had a dyslexia moment and just like misread the color association with it. Maybe I don't know. All right. Clockwork. How about Clockwork? I don't think we got one of those
Sure.
yet.
I'm pretty sure that's the one we started on last time.
Really?
Where
You
you
sure?
demonstrated?
Mm-hmm. Do you recognize this splash screen?
No.
No. Okay. Well.
I might be wrong. It's very possible I'm wrong.
Oh.
I've only
Okay.
ever played this game like one other time before, so you know.
Well, how about this? Let me go ahead and get out of this, and I'll load into one of the things with one of the other characters. Try and mix this up a little bit better.
So, your thoughts?
That's interesting.
That's it?
I mean, I like the Keaton Batman outfit. Like, is that the only outfit, or is there other ones?
Oh, there are lots of them.
Do they have 4 different benefits, or is it just the...
It's cosmetic.
Okay.
It's cosmetic, but it's cool. It's very fan servicey. This is Azrael. I don't know how familiar you are with. No. So there are some story spoilers that I won't go into here.
Oh, it's one of these.
Ah, crap. All right. Well, we can try. I'm gonna try one more of these really quick.
Actually, it reminds me of this other hero. It's like this superhero perk called Hawk and Dove.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget which one is which. I think the red one is Hawk. That's what this guy kind of reminds me of.
Fudge.
A little bit.
And you
Yeah.
got hit twice.
Yeah. I kept it going for a little bit longer though. Yeah.
They putting a pause on you.
Easy. This guy doesn't have very much cape, really. I'm surprised that worked. Like, they're all like shreds. Like, what is this?
It works.
Yeah.
Don't question it.
Nope. We're disarming that. Oh, okay. Oh wow, that counted. Oh well.
The first one hit you, yeah.
Yeah, and I missed that. Oh well. Dang it. All right.
Round 3. Fight.
Really?
GG's.
That didn't count at all. All right.
You got you good.
Oh well.
Put a fist in your jaw and you just have to sit there and take it.
Thanks, X comment section. All right. No. We're doing that one. I want to do that one more time. I want to do that one more time.
You want to get beat up again?
So I'm gonna try not to get beat up that horribly again.
I hope you would try. I didn't peg you for the type of person who
There we go.
actively wants to get beat up.
There we go.
Me. Jaeger. Weed.
Oh no, we're not punching that guy.
Ooh. Minka. Ooh. Knee to the face. Weed. Minka. Monka. Weed. Not today.
Okay, this is working a little better. Trying not to. No. The second I got done with that sentence.
Too soon.
But that was a good flow.
It
That was a good flow.
But you
That's a good
spoke too soon.
All right.
You got a little ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
Mink. Nope.
Oh come on! Another split second, I would have hit the shield block there, or the shield disarm, I should say. Yeah, those the guys with the red lightnings, they're undodgeable. There's nothing you can do about them once that animation starts where they're attacking, unless you get really lucky with the timing of it. Yeah, no, that didn't happen there.
Ow.
I don't know. Sometimes it just happens like that. I'm trying to move through this as quick as possible, and then we'll go ahead and try another map.
You're not doing so hot, big dog. And you just got
Yeah, whatever. There it is.
What was
Whatever, it's
that?
fine. I don't. Smoke pellets. Sometimes the game detects that you're like overrun with enemies, and so to give yourself like more space, it'll flash this opportunity to hit the Y button to drop a smoke pellet on the ground.
Dynamic difficulty?
Mhm.
Dynamic difficulty?
Not really. It doesn't scale the difficulty per se, but yeah, there it is. It doesn't scale the difficulty per se, but it gives you little context-sensitive opportunities to adjust the circumstances in your favor without scaling the enemies down.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, for the minute.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what we got. Catwoman, we got Nightwing and Batman stage. We didn't have that before.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. This will probably be the last stage that we do today.
Okay.
Before we get to dad jokes, and then we'll go ahead and close it off.
You look like a dad joke.
Your mom looks like a dad joke, man. I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
Steph, can you hit the B-roll? You can stop the recording on that thing for now.
Oh, you start as Nightwing. Dang, I want to be Nightwing.
All right. Hang on. Let me try and make a little bit of space here. Okay, go. Yeah, just hit the record button. There it is. Okay, turn it off. And we'll turn it back on for dad jokes. There you go. Remember, it's YB at the same time to use the combat disabler thing when the combat counter is when the number is yellow and you've charged up enough. I think it's usually like a ×5 is at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
There it is. Nice. It probably doesn't need to be said, but this Nightwing is Dick Grayson. So yeah, okay.
You know something I never knew? Like, I just found out. Did you know that Nightwing was in Justice League
Yeah.
in the cartoon?
Trying to remember when that
It's
was.
like a blink and you'll miss it. There's a scene where I forget which episode, but it's like you see a bridge,
Mhm.
and I want to say Green Arrow's driving over it. But you see a bridge, and you see Nightwing briefly. Like you see his eyes, you see him on top of a building for like a brief second. It's like it's one of those blink you'll miss it moments.
I don't know if anybody's watching this on the live feed who remembers this episode with a little bit more specificity. Feel free to drop that in the comments if you do.
Here you go.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a time thing.
And bam, hit that. Bam. There we go. And counter that. Whoa, that was close. I don't know what caused that. Oh, ran out of time. I was still going. Going. Okay.
I think this is a challenge where like the more enemies you take down, the more time you have.
Yeah. Ooh, boy, 75,000. Yeah, we're gonna have to hurry faster. Wanna try one more?
Sure.
All right.
I start since I'm Nightwing.
Yep. Go. You just physically like somersaulted through somebody. There was a glitch in the graphics. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was funny.
What made me think of Resident Evil 4? There's in Mercenaries, there was a similar thing where it's like when you kill more enemies, you can get like, items to increase your time and just stay there longer.
Have you played that mode a lot before, Staff?
Mercenaries mode?
Yeah.
A little bit. The only reason I played it was you unlock a secret weapon for doing it. You unlock the hand cannon. It's like a one-hit KO weapon. Like when it's maxed out, when you like level up and up.
So is that like on your like bucket list or stuff? Like, are you gonna like get back into that eventually to get the hand cannon?
Yeah, I already got it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you said you only did a little bit of it.
Yeah,
you mean the little bit that you got already? Like, got the thing that you get in there
I
for?
only played Mercenaries once. Just to unlock that weapon though. Like,
wow.
Because it gets kind of annoying because sometimes the same mini bosses actually you have to kill them to.
Yeah, just like the case here with the big dudes, you have to do that.
Yeah, something like those. Where it's like it takes extra effort to kill them.
Right. You are just rolling.
I pressed triangle that time. I pressed it.
You have to kind of like press and hold Y when you have the knives coming at you, the knives and swords,
Okay.
the yellow ones.
Actually, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Spider-Man 64. It's like
Spider-Man 64?
Yeah.
Deep cut. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
because it's like there's a level like you're on a subway and it's like you're chasing Venom, but you fight a bunch of lizard monsters. Like they were the henchmen of the lizard, but long story short, like he got sealed up. And it's like the way you fight him is kind of like this, where it's like you're bouncing back and forth between them. Well, you can cheese it. You can make a web dome around you and shoot it out.
I vaguely remember that. Didn't
stop
they
them.
put that in the PS1 version?
Yeah, I think it came out on PS1. Then they ported it in N64. Because I think the PS1 version had the FMVs, but for the N64 it just had like still images. But
the hardware limitations.
Yeah, bizarrely enough, it actually felt better because like the still images felt like comic book panels. But yeah, it's like the way you fight. It's like you're bouncing back and forth between bad guys. Like you're just like pinball between them like this.
Yeah. It's a little bit jarring, like, but this is a significantly more like streamlined and robustly designed version of like when other sort of like copycat kind of games that came out around that time. What?
Nothing. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I didn't say a word during that entire
thing. You were locked in. You were locked in.
Oh, my eyes are watering.
You all right?
Yeah.
You need to take a break? Remember, you shouldn't spend too much time looking at screens, man. That TV will rot your brain.
Yep.
Says the hypocrite.
Yep.
What was that, Steph?
You were unlocking Ultra Instinct?
I wish. Score would have been higher.
I see he's using 1% of his power. I don't know.
No, if you want to see me use Ultra Instinct, Destiny would be the best option.
What was that? Destiny would be the...
Actually, no. Wilds would be the best option. I've gotten a lot better. I've changed my main weapon since the last time we played.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I have been playing the dual blades since Monster Hunter World. I'm starting to get like a little bored of the repetitive action. So I switched my weapon, and now the three weapons that I've been going between so the main one that I've been using is greatsword,
Mhm.
and then I've been swapping back and forth for my secondary weapon between the dual blades whenever there's a monster that I particularly need to like lock in and focus to fight.
Oh shoot! You hit the wrong thing again.
Sword and shield, and the longsword. So I've been that's what I've been using. Those three new ones. The greatsword being the main one, and I think since the last time I played, I've changed my drip.
Again, you were rolling that. You were rocking that Sephiroth inspired sort of thing.
Yeah. I've definitely changed since the Sephiroth.
Okay.
The style I was trying to go for was Ichigo in his Fullbringer outfit. Not a lot of outfits to get close to that, so like the closest I could get to it, because one of the main greatsword that I use kind of looks like Ichigo's sword.
So which is the better sword, Ichigo's sword or like the Buster sword from FF7?
Ichigo's sword. If you have his powers.
That sounds like a pretty big asterisk you're gonna put on there.
Yes, because the Zanpakuto is imbued with the person's powers. So like, if I took
1% of
all
100%. Okay.
That's Bleach, right? You know, every time I think about the anime, I just think Clorox.
I'm
just like, oh, of course. It's like when they used to come out Adult Swim, I'm just like, oh, it's time for Clorox.
So I can see like the frustration bubbling up inside Isaiah's brain right now. You can't see it because I don't have the X-ray filter on this webcam here. But like it's these are them's fighting words that staff is gonna like get.
Not even fighting words for me directly. I just know that like they're gonna eat you up, and then also.
Oh yes, staff said that. I didn't have anything to do with that. I'm gonna go ahead and sit further away from the
Shattered Mask is a reference to Bleach. Like his entire thing is a reference to Bleach. Like he's the biggest. Bleach is his favorite anime, and so.
I mean, you can say they're cleaning the hollows. Like,
I think that is the whole like thought process behind it being Bleach, is that they're cleansing the world. But
in terms of the name, where the name came from.
Yeah.
I mean that does make sense. I never thought of it that way.
Why couldn't they call it hollows?
Because that's not the only enemy they fight.
Okay, so that brings us to about the end of this particular occasion of streaming Arkham Knight, Batman Arkham Knight on I almost said 360. Oh my God, Xbox One. Wow, yeah, because the Arkham franchise has been around for a good long time. So yeah, but anyway, so let's go ahead and wrap this thing up and go ahead and move to the next item on the docket, if we can go ahead and nope, come on, well, close enough. We'll go ahead and do this here, I guess. Video settings, there we go. That's a little bit better. And position this over here again. Oh boy, that's not that great. There we go, close enough. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we needed an extra camera, but anyway. All right, so that's it for Batman Arkham Knight. Now it's time for the last section of the show, which is going to be. All right, so Isaiah, what do you have for Dad Joke of the Day?
1 or 2?
Staff pick.
1.
Okay. How do you follow Will Smith in the snow?
Chicken.
By keeping his wife's name out of your mouth?
That would help, but no. You follow the Fresh Prince.
There you go.
You know, when you said that, all I could think about was chicken, because that one episode where Dick Clark was on it. And it's like they named the chicken sandwich after Will Smith.
I'm not privy to this.
It was like the original series finale.
I don't remember that.
It was when he went back to Philly for a while, and he went to the diner, and Dick Clark was there, and it's like he ordered a chicken sandwich, and the waiter was like, "One Will Smith," and they named it that because he chickened out and went to Bel Air.
Oh, that's shady. That is so shady.
Because
Wow.
like later in the episode, when he meets the bully to spin him over the top of the head in the intro, he meets him again later, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're the chicken sandwich guy."
Okay, what's the other one, Isaiah? What's the other one?
If April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring?
Pilgrims.
Yes.
I got,
You got
one.
one.
I got one right.
Ron is now 1 in 14.
Shut up. Don't take this from me, darn it.
No, I was congratulating you. You finally got one.
Yeah, but it's like you didn't have to throw me under the bus like that with
What bus?
14.
I threw you under the ship.
Oh, brother.
Threw you overboard.
Okay.
Mayflower.
Anyway, this has been this has been Showcase for the week ending Saturday, April 19, 2025. Thanks so much for tuning in. Those of us who are joining us live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Kick. And special thanks to hold on, dagnabbit.
Look what you did. Look what you did.
Breaking stuff.
Look what you keep doing.
Well, all right, there it is. Okay, well, almost. There it is. So, as I was saying, thanks so much for tuning in to watch the show live. Especially those of you who joined us live, but whenever you catch the show, thanks for watching. And special thanks also to our very good friends in Virginia Beach at SKST Studios. Isaiah, time for the plug.
Again, if you or anyone in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia is interested in content creation, go check them out at skstradio.com. They'll be more than happy to help you grow your brand.
Yep, that's skstradio.com, or the link is in the description down below on YouTube and Facebook. Hi, Ms. D. Yes, I got one. I got one of the dad jokes.
I think this is a bad time to bring this up, but is B-roll rolling?
No.
It's a bad time to bring it up because we forgot to turn it back on. We forgot to turn the secondary camera to record the TikTok clips back on, but it's okay. Like this, all we really are using Talk for is like to promote the live feed for the most part anyway. Sometimes we try to engage with people on other platforms too. May as well bring it up here. We're also on TikTok and Blue Sky. I'm trying to remember there's one or two other platforms that we're working on as well, but we'll get more information on that later on when those get fully set up. But in the meantime, at Weekend Showcase pretty much everywhere. And the links to everything are in the Linktree page anyway, because we don't have time to plug everything. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And stay tuned for more Weekend Showcase. Same bat time, same bat channel next week.
Yep.
Pretty much. All right. Have a good one. See you next time.
Next
Bye-bye.
time.
Later.